Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caffeinated Dino and today we're continuing The Last Door. We're going to be playing episode 2. Last episode we had a letter from Anthony Beechworth, went to his manor and found him in the attic hanging. Hung? Whatever the past tense of that word is. And he asked us to go to our old boarding school. So let's see how that goes. Yes, the adventure continues in episode 2. Oh, we have a summary. Excellent. Previously on The Last Door. Jeremiah DeVitt receives a mysterious letter from his childhood friend Anthony Beechworth. How do I move this out of the way? He travels to his friend's manor in Sussex, where he learns of Anthony's descent into madness and the death of his wife, Anna Beechworth. DeVitt faces the perils of the house and finally finds the dead body of his friend who committed suicide. Anthony's final letter warns DeVitt of an unknown danger and asks him to remember his past by going back to the boarding school they both attended years back. Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Ooh, I'm assuming this is not DeVitt. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us each day our daily bread. Oh boy, I don't like where this is going. Forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forgive our debtors. Yup. Don't like this. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Oh boy. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? Who is it? Is it Anthony? Answer me. Oh gee. Rude? What is she doing? Get close to her. Get close to Anna. Just blind me, why don't you? When I count to 3, you'll wake up. 1, 2, 3. Now, wake up! Wake up! You can rest now, Mr. DeVitt. That will be enough for today. Are these sessions really necessary? I am confident that this is the best course of treatment for your symptoms. Now, did you ever see him again? I saw it. What did you see? Can you describe it? It looked like an eye. It was an eye, perfectly rounded and dark, deep and empty, accompanied by the most horrific, pain-filled screams I've ever heard. Inside a complete darkness, where an evil dwells deep below, a forgotten fear for human reasoning, but undoubtedly still rests deep down inside our being. In my case, that fear has already awoken. I can understand why you are disturbed, Mr. DeVitt. With your permission, I would like to consult on your case of a colleague of mine, a man I have known for many years who is more versed in modern psychological practices. I think his knowledge and experience would be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition. If you think it would help, Doctor, I leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help me, then I welcome his aid. Thank you, Dr. Wakefield. I bid you good evening. Anthony, my friend, what really happened to you? How could you have let your wife, Anna, die so awfully? These doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time we spent together as schoolmates. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall little of those years. Were your words a result of an increasing loss of sanity? In your letter, you wrote that someone awaits me. A warning to ward me from genuine danger, or merely the ravings of a brilliant mind addled by insanity. Something stirs uneasily within my heart. I will not rest easily again until I go back to that boarding school and find out what secrets may lie within. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now in peace. Episode 2, Memories. Here we are. An old, quiet, quite damaged mailbox. There's a postcard inside the mailbox. Dear Matthew, it has been several months and I still have heard no news from you. My brothers insist that you have abandoned me, but I am sure you remain true. I know that you would never do that to me, for I know your heart and the honesty of your eyes. I got this address from a hospital in London and pray that it reaches you safely. If that is the case, I want you to know that I will always be waiting for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. Okay, anything else out here? A stone eagle lies on the floor. It appears to have broken off the fountain. Is this a school here? Yes. Ooh, we have a nun. Pardon. Excuse me, sister. Ooh, it's red. Good evening, sister. Good evening. I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, Mr. DeVitt? I'm a former student of this boarding school. As you can see, Mr. DeVitt, this stopped being an academic institution a long time ago and is now exclusively dedicated to prayer and the well-being of the patients under our care. I see. Even so, may I please speak to... Mr. DeVitt, I'm afraid that we are too busy to start wasting time talking about past issues. In addition, there is little to say. We sisters arrived after the boarding school had closed down. Everybody but Monsignor, of course. Monsignor? Exactly, but you didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this place, Mr. DeVitt? Maybe we shouldn't tell her. To be honest, I prefer not to talk about it. I couldn't tell you why this place is so important for me, but it is, a lot. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. DeVitt. I'll allow you to stay around here. I hope I won't regret my decision. Don't worry, Mother. Thank you. Did you say that you cared for patients? Of course, Mr. DeVitt. We tend to both the physical and spiritual needs of those in our care. Did you say that Monsignor already lived here when this venue was still a boarding school? Indeed, he still was priest and professor before he became Monsignor and started to lead this place. Could I talk to Monsignor? I'm afraid it's impossible. Monsignor has left strict instructions that he is not to be disturbed, not even by any of the sisters. Thanks, Mother. I'll leave you with your duties. That goes upstairs. Is there anything on this floor? Oh, patience. Among the baggages, I can see a packet of letters bound by twine. Doctor. I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. Pay him no mind. He has been delirious for some days. I'm Miss Mary Vinge, and this is my brother, Matthew. Juliet, why have you left me? Why don't you answer my letters? My letters. You see, that poor man is still obsessed with his fiancée. He won't accept that she left him months ago. My poor Matthew. I'm very sorry, Miss Vinge. I hope he recovers. Thank you. Well, we have a letter, don't we? Mr. Vinge, I think this letter is addressed to you. Oh, thank you. Leave it with me if you would be so kind. As you can see, my brother is too weak to read it. Well, Matthew, let's see who has written to you. Oh, it's a letter from our mother. Dear Matthew, I hope you are recovering. I wish that your beloved sister and you come back home soon. The mother needs more care now than ever. She worries a lot. Do you remember the good times when we all lived together? She's hiding the fiancé letters from him. Yikes. My letters. All the letters I wrote to dear Juliet. You never posted them. But why, Mary? Why would you do such a thing? How could you be so cruel? I had to do it, Matthew. You refuse to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Her only interest is in marrying someone of your status, of our family's status. It was for your sake I did this. I did it to protect you from that woman's treachery. No, you only thought about yourself, of your vanity. I can't bear to look upon you any more, Mary. Leave me be. From this day forth, you are no sister of mine. You dare banish me? I, who have stayed by your side all through your illness? Very well, Matthew. You will have your way. I will leave you, and then you will see how very alone you are. Farewell, brother. Thanks be to the Lord that you have come to reveal my sister's cruelty, sir. Please, take this coin as a token of my appreciation. It is my lucky coin, though I hope it served you better than it has myself. Oh, poor guy. Are you alright, madam? There was a rhythmic sound, like a breathing. What do you mean? It was last night. I felt an increasing pressure on my temples. Something dry and rough, like tree bark, brushed against my leg, and I saw something on the wall, like a growing shadow. I lit the lamp, and there was nothing. I'm sure it was just a nightmare. Madam? He's quite a pale young boy. He is asleep. Please, someone, pity. I'm sorry, you cannot be here. Is there some way I can help? Don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after each and every one of his patients. He will provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, you can pray there, next to the statue of Our Lady. Don't you think she is beautiful? The Virgin listens to those in need. A gloomy statue of the Virgin Mary makes this place even more mournful, if that is possible. A picture of the Virgin Mary gazing at you, supposedly to portray a sympathy and compassion for you. However, she seems more pained and sorrowful here. Alright, left or right? And locks the door. Oh, we're outside. Oh, the graveyard is right there, huh? Good evening. Hope you are right, and this turns out to be, indeed, a good evening. My name is DeVitt. I did not know there was a graveyard here. My pleasure, Mr. DeVitt. I am Frank Baldwin. Do not ask me why, but Monsignor is specifically ordered to bury these corpses here. So many corpses. What happened? What is there to understand, Mr. DeVitt? God has forsaken this place. What? That's not the option I clicked. Who is Monsignor? Mr. Baldwin. I cannot rightly say. After all these years, I have never seen the man. Who knows? Maybe he does not exist. I'll leave you to your work. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Baldwin. Have a nice evening. Have a nice evening. A locked wood coffin, badly finished. It seems that whoever made it was a bit rushed to finish. I remember that we used to keep here some textbooks. Now there is a music box. Dear brother, I received your letter and I'll try to write you more frequently. I hope you are studying a lot and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father is in bed with fever and I do not feel very well, but I am on medication. Today is my birthday and I am feeling blue. It is a quiet and boring Sunday at the village. Mom is going to cook a lemon cake like those Grandma used to make. I wish we could eat it together. Write back soon. I am looking forward to knowing how you are doing, what you are learning, how is Scotland, and so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot. Your dear sister. January 15, 1876. Father Ernest seems unusually troubled today. Several times he paused abruptly in the middle of a lecture for no reason, even during his favorite class, theology. January 18, 1876. Today, Father Ernest was very irritable. Collins made a comment and was expelled from class for it, and even DeVitt was admonished for just reading a philosophy book. I hope Father Ernest doesn't turn his ire toward me. My father will be disappointed if I fail to get good marks. January 21st, 1876. It was very disconcerting to see Father Ernest entering class so pale and sweaty. In the middle of his lecture, he stumbled, dazed, and had to sit. January 22nd, 1876. Father Eugene taught our theology class today, even though he doesn't know the subject matter as well as Father Ernest. When we asked him what happened to Father Ernest, When we asked him what had happened to Father Ernest, Father Eugene told us that he had taken ill. What worries me is that now Father Eugene is also starting to look unwell. February 20, 1876. It has been a month since we last saw Father Ernest. We are told that he is still sick, but if he is so ill, then why hasn't a physician come to treat him? My studies are flagging, but I have taken it upon myself to read on my own. I hope this helps, as I must succeed in spite of the problems happening around us. February 23rd, 1876. It was announced this morning that the school is to close. None of us know why, and we cannot get a straight answer from the faculty. They think they each dodged the question, and I am starting to think they may not know the answer themselves. Their anxiety is palpable, though they try to hide it behind a calm face. But what about Father Ernest? I hear he is alone. He alone is to remain after we vacate the premises. There is a picture in the diary. Ooh, someone seems scratched out. It is a photograph of my graduating class. I see myself, Father Ernest, and Anthony. I do not remember the names of the others. One face has been completely scratched out. There's an odd sentence written on the board. In death, there is hope. In death, there is life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. It looks like it has been there for years, as the chalk has faded in some places. The books on these shelves are old and musty. Theology is the dominant subject. Is that it for here? I guess we can go upstairs? Oh, do we want this? Hold on. No. A dusty old tapestry of the Virgin Mary with baby Jesus in her arms. Okay. One of the humble beds where the nuns sleep. A syringe next to a flask with a label that reads morphine. I guess I can't take it while the sister is standing there. An old mirror that hardly reflects. Good evening, sister. Sister? All this suffering, all these tears, all our prayers, unanswered. What do you mean, sister? All these years entrusted to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign. For something that can give me strength. Every day I hear them cry, pray, scream, and die. And what for? Where are you, Lord? Why don't you answer me? What do I say? Well, it's a nun, so I suppose the first option. The Lord works in mysterious ways, sister. Certainly, yes, but I don't ask for much. Just something to go on, a path to follow. I can't go on. Not like this. Excuse me, sir. On the upper shelf of the antique cupboard, a well-worn Bible and rosary beads gather dust. Do I want to distract you? Oh, what a beautiful melody. It reminds me of my youth when I was vibrant and full of purpose. I knew my path then. Oh, may God bless you, for you've given me the sign I was looking for. Oh, I could have sworn we wanted to do that so we can take the morphine. A lot of dry leaves have accumulated in the hull of this old rusty pipe. They are blocking the water stream. The hole has very sharp and rusty edges. If I try to put my hand in, I can cut myself. Let's not do that. It's the only thing out here? Okay. Could have sworn we wanted the morphine. Oh, we have a rock. Hold on. I've wanted the sharp edges of the pipe. Now I need not fear being cut. There's nothing now to impede the water stream. I feel like that's a puzzle. A worn-out, faded tapestry of Jesus Christ. Oh, this is definitely covering a door. Another tapestry, though I remember from my school days that the school dormitory was here. Oh, a shower. Okay. There's a puddle in the shower hole, something shiny under the grating. I cannot see it properly. Oh, we need something to get it. A broken mirror. There is a protruding piece. The shower is old, rusty, and poorly maintained. Just a couple of old towels. The tap of the shower. I guess that's it for now. The mirror chunk is sharp, but too weak to cut the tapestry. It might break. Alright, gotta find something else. Maybe back outside? Oh, is this? Nope, this is not where I wanted to go. Nope, can't go past this gate. Okay. Can I walk around the building? Yes. A grave recently dug. Wow, look at all these graves. A piece of old fishing net. Oh, what is that? A nun's habit and walking stick. These no doubt belong to the nun I spoke to by the window. But where did she go? Huh. Many years of drift had perfectly smoothed this flotsam into a small log. Net. Do we want the net on the pipe, maybe? I'm not really sure why, but... maybe so when we flush the thing, it goes through the pipe? Nope, this is the classroom. This is not where I want it to be. I have to go upstairs. The net should catch anything coming down the pipe. Okay, so now we go to the bathroom maybe? And turn the shower on? Then it'll get caught in that net, I'm hoping. Right, it's gone. It is only a puddle of water. Is it this one? Yes. The net has caught the shiny object. Take it. A teardrop. Should we put that on one of the sad Virgin Marys? Maybe the statue? I want this morphine. Where's the statue? Downstairs? Oh, it's the other way. I have placed the glass tear in a hollow of the Virgin's cheek. It seems that it fits perfectly. Please, someone, Piety. I already told you that you cannot be here. But don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after each and every one of our patients. He will provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, you can pray there, next to the statue of the Lady. The Virgin listens to those in need. Same thing. In the eyes of a fervent devotee, it could look like a real tear if only I could make it shine. What? Did she not see me doing this? Oh, our mother is crying? Oh my lord, what does it mean? What have I done? What have we done? You must help me. What can I do? What's wrong with you? There's little time. I tell them about my pain. I describe the unbearable and endless pain, yet they do not listen. They pass me by without even looking at me. They say they are praying for me, but it does not cure my ailment. But sir, I know, but I beseech you, you will be saving me from horrible torture. I will be eternally indebted to you. I will, however difficult this would be for me. I understand. Your request is terribly hard for me. I guess I could find the courage to help you. I understand the magnitude of what I am asking. God bless you, sir. I do not know how I can show my gratitude. What I need you to do, without the nuns noticing, is to try to get an amount of morphine enough so that I can be embraced by the deepest of dreams, and in that way stop the rhythm of my heart. Alright, well I know where there's morphine. This way. Oh! He's gone. There's a note on the bed. Baldwin lies. Baldwin's the gravedigger, right? Oh no. Noises coming from inside the coffin. What in heaven? I cannot open the coffin with my own hands. The lid is nailed. The log is too soft to even use as a lever to open the coffin. Is there a toolbox? It looks like his toolbox. I wonder if there's something useful in it. I might be able to take a look if I keep him distracted. Tell me about this place. Well, the construction of this building was ordered by an Episcopal Bishop of Aberdeen in 1805. Tell me about Mother Elizabeth. She is pretty strict, I can tell you that much, Mr. DeWitt. Do not think she likes me very much either. Tell me about Aberdeen. It was a place where I was born and raised, one of the biggest cities in Scotland. If you look towards the east, you'll see King's Chapel Tower, and the highest point of the city. Oi, you seem a bit distracted, Mr. DeWitt. Oh, do not worry about it. Tell me about Monsignor. I cannot rightly say. After all these years, I have never seen the man. Who knows? Maybe he does not exist. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening. I'm ready for a spook. Okay. Oh. The darkness of his eye. His body is petrified. He has a look of sheer terror in his eyes. Oh my god, but what has happened? Talk to me. Mother Elizabeth is trying to make him come to his senses. Oh, I guess we can look at her desk now. These are the papers on which Mother Elizabeth was working. William Neelands, November 13, 1891. Cause of death, cachexia. Notes, scratch marks have been found in his stomach. In his stomach. Aaron Moore, November 17, 1891. Cause of death, pleuresia. Notes, a clear expression of terror on the patient's paralyzed face was found at the time of death. Evelyn Benzie, November 20, 1891. Cause of death, marasmo. We found the patient dead, emaciated and paleness in the body. Theodore Hadding, November 23rd, 1891. Typhoid fever. The patient suffered severe hallucinations minutes before death, screamed and shook until the opiates started to take effect. Lena Ashdown, November 27, 1891. Osteoarticular tuberculosis. During the autopsy, we found some strange black marks on his fingers. Claude Harris, December 10th, 1891. Cause of death, unknown. He died while he was sleeping. Nora Dunson, December 13th. Cause of death, respiratory arrest. Notes, blank. Ellen Blair, December 14th. Cause of death, morphine overdose. Patient committed suicide. The patient did not seem to have depressive symptoms or suicidal tendencies. A large, bright, and ornate key. Oh, it's mine now. The door is locked. Not anymore. Huh. Do not look into his eyes. Because the deepest, darkest dwells in his eyes. Come in, my son. Do you think you can hide these books from me? They are just classic philosophy books, Father. Plato and Aristotle. Silence. Instruments of falsehood, you mean. Fallacies coming from the snake. Now, son, get on your knees and raise your arms. Oi! You're gonna hit his hands? Apologize to the Lord. Pray to the Lord. It is Latin. Malum in se, evil in itself. Oi. Oi, stop that. Eye of the bird. What does this mean? Lord, your eyes burn me. I don't deserve mercy nor forgiveness. O Lord, have mercy on my soul. Who are you sending me? Is death to whom you are handing me over? Has my hourglass already run out of sand? Father Ernest. Ernest, it has been many years since I last heard that name. Since. Oh, I see. Father, I'm here to help, to be able to remember. You have to help me. I beg you. Please, entreaties, petitions, praying, torment, exemption. Past times bring us just misfortune and pain. Father Ernest, I was one of your students. One of my old students, you say. It's only the Lord who teaches us. We all must follow his ordinances and disciplines. Get closer, son. Come pray next to me. He has a large burn covering his eyes. He is completely blind. Despite his decrepitude, extreme thinness, and paleness, I can still recognize Father Ernest. But he seems far away, like in another world. The makeshift altar is coated in a dense layer of wax. The candles, being almost burnt out, only barely illuminate the room. A creepy image of Christ crucified. Inexplicably, it has a dark cloth covering his head. Glory be to the Father, and the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be. Now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his voice, the sharp sword, the wise quill, or the delicate petal. The delicate petal. No, 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 you are enveloped by sin. And now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his holy path, the wise virtue, the endless blame, or the blessed penance. to blessed penance. No, no, no! Your soul lives embraced by darkness. And now, my son, tell the Lord, who are you? The faceless pilgrim, the gate guard, or the lost seaman? The faceless pilgrim? No, no, no. There is no salvation of the Lord for your soul. Now leave me alone. I have to purify my soul. Wait, but there were items in there. I know you are there. You didn't hear me? Get out of my room. Despite being blind, he preserves good hearing and must be more careful when moving. It says I must be careful when moving, which makes me think that it's possible to get the items. And all the razor blades stained with blood. Dear God in heaven, I feel for you. Your light is my eyes. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I feel myself in you. Your eyes are in my soul. I will burn it for you. Dear God in heaven, I fear myself in you. Your sword is in my hands. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I hate myself in you. My blame is in your heart. I will burn myself for you. Using the wooden stump as a handle, I can use this to cut. Cutting tool. Oh, we can go through the tapestry. It's blocking the dormitory? We should close that door, though, so that Mother Elizabeth doesn't know we were in there. But okay. And finally, our expert on philosophy, Jeremiah DeWitt, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We have been looking for you. Well, as I was saying, tonight is the perfect moment for our next meeting, but I suspect that someone outside our group is secretly surveilling us. Who is it, Anthony? My dear friends, it is Professor Glynn. Do you mean Father Ernest? Certainly, no doubt about it. Therefore, dear colleagues, I have decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. Have you noticed the lounge behind the small door of the classroom? I have believed it convenient to borrow the key for our necessities. You already know, at 12 o'clock you will find that door opened and be inside the lounge. That is it, my dearest colleagues. Videte Niki Siat. Siat? I remember that in this furniture we used to keep some of our personal belongings. Now it is empty. The walls are in complete disarray. I could probably punch through it if I tried. Was there nothing here but a memory? I remember that this is the bed where I used to sleep when I was a student here. A dusty mirror. Alright, I guess go downstairs to the classroom? Right, it was downstairs, or was it upstairs? Was it here? I don't remember where the classroom was. No. That is a shower. Nope. Sounds like she's praying the rosary. Wait, he said something with a classroom. Something with the rug, maybe? No? Maybe I had to do something else with that room. Oops. Yeah, there's a hand here now. Oh, are we just gonna go to sleep? That can't be wise. Ooh, it is very dark. Oh no. Mr. Rabbit, curious, asked them, "Dearest, why are you arguing in this beautiful and cheerful spring afternoon?" Mr. Wolf answered politely, "What we are trying to decide here is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you up." Mr. Rabbit, really scared, said, "But I do not want to be eaten. I want to live." To which Mr. Snake answered, smiling, "That is impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later. Don't you think so?" Oh, are these notes still? Hold on. Mr. Vulture added, "Mr. Snake is right. We should stick to the issue at hand. It is getting late, and as you see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us decide, Mr. Rabbit? Who would you suggest as the one to eat you?" After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea and carefully said, "I got it. Why not to organize a race? The first who arrives at the forest clearing will have the privilege to eat me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at a high speed, but Mr. Vulture can go flying and avoid any obstacles, and I'm sure that Mrs. Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. What do you think?" There are people in the window. The three predators agreed that it was fair, so they started the race and they quickly disappeared. Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at high speed in the opposite direction of the predators who, eager to provide their worth, did not realize the trick. Mr. Rabbit was far away from there, and he finally felt safe, happy and proud of his cunning. But suddenly, there was a loud bang. The earth shook, frightened birds flew, and everything went dark. The end. Oh. Impossible love. There's something I kept to myself for a long time. And the thing is that I love you. I have always loved you. Since the first time I saw you, since the first time I felt your frozen hands. Each time I move away from you, I miss your glassy, empty, dead eyes. I miss your rough hair, your grayish skin, your stench. But our love just cannot be. It is an impossible love. The end. No, not again. How long have I been sleeping? What was that all about? In the nightmare I found a place in my memories. Alright, now we can go to the classroom, I bet. How are we going to the carpet now? In my disturbing nightmare, I was brought to this spot. It is a trapdoor I saw in my nightmare. From here sprouts a horrible stench. There is something down there. Did you see? Did you see? It was there, just in front of me, that thing. It was screaming. He shakes uncontrollably, his body racked with pain, and there's only one way to end his suffering. You want the morphine? Rest in peace. Okay. He must have been dead at least a week, still bearing an expression of horror. The stretchers used to carry the corpses here. Who was behind all this? The decayed corpse of a young woman. It seems that she has been devoured by an animal. The walls are splattered with dry blood. Oh God. Punctual as always, Savit. Now all that remains is to introduce our guests. You may come in now, Professor. Father Ernest. Do not worry, my friend. I invited him to join us this evening. The professor genuinely shares our curiosity, and who better to complete our group than one of the most renowned theologists? Moreover, we mustn't ban those who are willing to explore beyond the veil. The moment we have long awaited has now arrived. Please, all of you, take a seat, and we shall begin this procedure. Soon shall the door be opened, and then we may finally see what lies beyond. Now I ask that you close your eyes. You will feel a momentary prick as I inject you with the serum. Even after all these years, I have not forgotten your voice. You are the fourth witness. I remember now what happened, what it is that we saw. The eye of the bird, Malumense. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me. You must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom. It was our curiosity that damned us. We opened that which should not be opened. And doing so, we shortened the veil that separated our world from his. In seeking vision, we were ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. It remembers us. It looks for us. It calls us from its dark nest, from its abominable lair. All these years I have attempted to return to it, but I have no strength left. These poor, wretched creatures are too fragile. They lack the sight to return. Not one of them has. Only us, the four witnesses. Who are the other two? Where are they? They disappeared as you did. I haven't heard from any of you, but I was seized by curiosity. They have squandered with my faith and deprived me of my sanity. O Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. Nothing remains. All that is left is surrender. Surrender to him. Gravely have we sinned, and now our only absolution is to burn in the flames. Oh no. Malum. In. Say. Oh no. Oh god. Yikes. Oh no. The adventure continues in episode 3. Secret from the Past. Complete the second episode. The Last Door Members is funded by 450 backers. Published June 21st, 2013. Yikes! How are we going to get out of this one? We've been buried. How do we get out of that? Jesus Christ. Alright, well I guess we'll find out next time, right? Let me know down below what you guys think, how we're gonna escape, or where we think we're going after this. Hopefully that's not how our character just dies. Hopefully we continue with the same person and we get some dramatic escape or something. That'd be cool. I'd be down with that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, how we're gonna escape from this, and how the next chapter's gonna go. Let's go to the main menu. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, comment down below, obs. If you guys can leave a like, that'd be super. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. It helps the channel grow. And I will catch you guys next time. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye.